MKohl40's. Alright, we're going to be doing my 24th place deck profile coming out of the Michigan Regional this past weekend. And I wish I could have done better. I finished X2. I'm kind of disappointed in that result. I wish we played against 4 Orcust, and I wish we could have got the chance to do a little bit better against them, but sometimes you resolve engage 7 turns in a row and just, don't draw your traps. So that's how life works. It's very rough out here, but it just happens. And then my second loss was to Orcust. So overall, we played 4 Orcust, 2 Salad, 1 Marine Cess, and I don't remember what. Oh, 1 Thunder. So I literally played the meta. I beat everything. Beat Marincess, beat Thunder, beat both copies of Salad, and then beat 2 out of the 4 Orcust. So I can't be too angry in those results, right, guys? That's pretty alright. So we have in this deck 3 copies of Sky Striker Ace Ray. Now this card is literally everything that you want. She is literally bae. And then triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Like I said, I literally looked at going second last weekend. I was like, alright, this deck is really good, but I want more of a going first variant. So literally went to Manav's list and Antoine's list out of the UDS in Panama, and did a net deck merge on the sides. So there's the main. I knew about card demise, but I'm not a fan of it. Alright, triple copy is the best card in the deck. When you can resolve this 10 times a game, life is pretty good. Actually, you can resolve it more than 10. But there's that. You play 2 copies of the field spell. Pretty self-explanatory out here. Also, before I forget, guys, check out my friends at tradingcardmint.com. Enter MKohl40 on checkout. Save a little bit of money on your purchase. Oh, I almost forgot about that. Oh, man. Gotta kick out the sponsors that help the channel. We get the chance to get cards that we actually need to play the game with them. You guys remember them. It's actually, they used to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Mint.com. Now they're Trading Card Mint. Then we play 2 copies of Field Spell. So, not playing Afterburners was feeling really weird, but also not having to play as many field spells feels a lot better. I kind of hate this card now, but you have to understand that with this build, 2 was fine, because you play the Spice tech card. Oh, by the way, we were always playing this. This card is so good. So, Cyanite Universe. So, this card does a couple of interesting things. All link monsters you control get 300 attack. So if you need to burst down for damage, you can do it. And then once per turn, you target 1 monster in the graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, and then, hey, Kagari, reload, 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 reload. And then, if this card on the field is destroyed by card effect, send all monsters in the extra monster zone to the graveyard. So the fact that you get this much value out of this card is literally value town. This card has seen a lot of play in past formats, just getting the reuse out of it. We don't have Pot of Avarice to exploit things, but we do have this. But yes, I like this card a lot. Sky Striker spells, 2 Shark Cannon. I really thought about 3 in the earlier days of the format, but 2 was fine. 1 copy of Multi-Roll. 1 Jamming Waves, 1 Hornet Drones, 1 Widow Anchor, 1 Multi-Roll, or 1 Hercules base. So when I can't actually see the field spell. Also, so this lets you recycle, but 95% of the time I was using this to go search for Cyanite Mining. Also, I would side out the Cyanite Universe 95% of the time. Also, I said mining. I meant search for the universe with this. But I'd usually side out the mining. Yeah, English Robbie. I would search out this and then recycle Kagari infinitely. But game 2, you just there's no real value here. Like, in the more grindy games, I'd leave it in. But, like, I want to see cards in the side more. 2 Foolish, 1 Foes. Pretty self-explanatory. 2 copies of Cosmic. 2 copies of Mind Control. There was never a time I wanted 3. I thought I would want 3 of this. But having played it, this was fine, actually. Kind of surprising. These ratios worked out really well. 1 Rhoda, this card is bonkers. 1 Upstart, LOL. Now, there's this card. I love and hate this card at the moment. So, if you can accept the fact that you're going to be playing a game without a multi-rule or without the Widow Anchor, then this card is fine. That's where I was 95% of my time over the weekend. We played games without multi-rule. We played games without Widow Anchor. It's not that it's hard. It's just, like, the cards you get off of this have to pressure to win the game. And, I mean, they usually can do it. Like, I always boarded out one of these. Like, literally all day. Traps. Triple copies of this very good card. Hello, hand traps. When you draw this card, you usually win the game. Unless your opponent has Brass Bombardment down to a special extend into the Phoenix. At that point, you just kind of lose the game, and you're like, oh, well, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! And then we have triple copies of Strike. Now, I didn't know about Lost Wind. I gave Lost Wind some consideration. But I just like this card, especially against Pendulum. Nobody plays around this in Pendulum. Like, they'll be like, oh, you got a back row, it's fine. Pendulum summon for Strike. Like, especially at regional level, like, this is just a magnet for bad plays. Like, and I love it so much. So, there's that. Extra deck here, we have 1 copy of the best card, literally, in the deck. Getting able to reuse this is so good. 1 copy of Kaina. Wish I could play 2. Wish I had the room. Triple copies of Hayate. 3 of this never came up. It's really weird, actually. The only real time I wanted a 3rd was on, like, the turn 1, where I would have to go field spell. And, you know, just stop by a Hayate first, just to, you know, make sure that we get the field spell value, but this card is alright outside of that. And then, got triple copies of Shizu. Put this card to 1. Please kill the deck. Then I'll play the 1 copy Hida. This card right now, let me tell you what. Being able to bring back an opponent's Ash in the mirror, well, against Salad. Bring back their Hida off your Hida, make a bomber. Like, this card is so good. Like, I'm actually in love with this. We have 1 copy of the Phoenix. We have 1 copy of Ningirisu. This is how I beat Blackluster Soldier. So many people were putting the indestructible guy in the field. They're like, alright, out it. I'm like, make Ningirisu effect. Send. Ta-da! We outed it. 1 Bomber Dragon and 1 Cheese Sword Dragon. OTK is a lot harder now to pull with this, but this is a very good card. Like, this is the one where, like, my opponent sat me up for it. We're gonna do it. Also, this is what I make off of the end of my Hida combo. We have 1 Dingarisu. So, I never made this all weekend, but having the option there was actually very important. It was important to have it. Let me play the 1 copy Starving Gun. I wish I had the Salamangreat fusion. It's really weird to say that. But this card did carry relatively well. Side deck. 2 copies of the Rock. I boarded this in a lot. Resolved it on Thunder. And yeah, it was a good time. 2 copies of Crow. This card is nuts. I'm in love with this card. This card is fantastic. 2 copies of this thing. I boarded this in against Thunder, didn't draw it. Wish I would have, but it'd be like that sometimes. Triple copies of super polymerization. Ripping through boards is what I aim to do. And then we have triple copies of this. I boarded this in on solid and won the game. I went first, set this. He normal summoned Gazelle. Or actually, Twin Twister dropped a spinny. I chained this. And he's just like, what's that do? And he read it. He's like, what? I was like, yeah, you don't get a graveyard. So it's just there to get turned back to me. Like, value against solid. And triple copies of Heavy Storm Duster. Wrapping up this deck. So that's what we played. Get our invite. First time in a while. So finished 24th out of 200 and some people. Not a bad day. Overall, guys. So what do you guys think about the deck? Please comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Check out tradingcardmint.com down below. And MKohl40 on checkout. Save a little bit of money on your purchase. And well, guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out MKohl40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.